Hi everybody, so as you can see we're trying a slightly different background today. I just fancied a little bit of a change. So this is my desk area here. You can see one of my monitors there, my second monitor. And yes, this is my vanity table. So I just thought I'd just change it up a bit and just, I don't know, try something different. So I have all of my base products on, which I'm really happy with. I didn't put the blush on yet. But I thought I'd do that at the end because I basically got this compact that I got from TK Maxx for $5.99, which is crazy considering it's Illamasqua, and it's got a peach and a pink, and I want to see when the look's done what I fancy going for. So I've got that to put on, but I've done my foundation, my contour, a little bit of bronzer, not too much, and I've done my brows, so we're ready to go. I'm going to prime my eyes with the Revolution, and it is the Prime and Lock, my favourite eye primer. So just pop that on. And today I'm going to be doing a look. Basically Tammi did a look, and I've got it written down. I've got all my notes about how she did it. Make Me Up Missa did it as well, but she did it slightly different. So yeah, I was thinking that Make Me Up Missa just did a straight copy of Tammi's, but then I watched Tammi's again and I realised that it was quite different. So I figured I would just do the same sort of principle, same colours, same placement, but just kind of go with what my eye shape is. I have my notes with me, just in case I forget. I basically draw little pictures of eyes and things, yes. So that's what I do. I really liked how this look was. I really like the deep dark blue and the purple colours, and it's my kind of look. But I probably have similar eye space to Tammi rather than Make Me Up Missa, because Make Me Up Missa has quite a nice lid space to work with, but I don't. I have a smaller lids. So we'll see. We'll just get the makeup on and see where it goes. So I've got my brushes and everything here. I'm thinking I should powder under my eyes, possibly. So I'm just going to grab this little sponge. It's not my sponge that I would normally use for powder, and that's because I've put that up there to wash. And then because there's a window there, I'm kind of blocking that with a screen, so I can't get to it. And I'm just going to use the Affect powder. This actually came in a glossy box. I love the little fluted edge around here, you know, small details. I just quite like them. So the powder sponge has got a really nice flat edge, which is really perfect for like the application of powder. This does not, but we're going to go with it. And that's the powder under the eyes, just in case there is any fallout, because I've not used this palette yet and I'm really excited to use it. Okay, we've changed. I didn't think the lighting was great. You let me know if in the first segment of the video if the lighting was good or if you prefer this lighting. I just kind of think that this is better. I also still have my screen up. And that lets in daylight. We're just going to go with the daylight as well as the umbrella light. Anyway, stop waffling, get on with it. So the palette itself is absolutely beautiful. I do have another one of hers. I don't have a first one, but I do have the second one, which is quite lots of bright colours, and I do like it. I don't use it loads though, but I do like this one a little more, if I'm honest. I do like that it does have some neutrals. It does bend all the way back, which is good. I do like it's got some neutrals in there. I do like that we've got some shimmers that are neutral, and then some colourful shimmers, and then a couple of glitters. We're not overpowered with too much of anything. I like that there's more mattes than other things, because there's like, obviously you've got 14 mattes, and then you've got 3 glitters, and then you've got 11 shimmers. So I think it's a nice balance. What I love most about this is a different kind of bright palette, because these colours here, for all they are bright colours, they're deeper colours, so they're not like a true bright like neon colour or a rainbow colour. They're actually darker, and I really like that. And because obviously it is kind of like, what is it called, tropical twilight, so it is more of that nighttime tropical vibe, and I really like that, because even when you look at the cover, it's like the darker purple and pink and orange, and I just think that the whole concept of this is just really nice. I also like this layout. I love the Alexis Stone, which is the same layout, same size, good pan size. They do have cute little prints on the actual shadows. You can probably see it best on the screen one. Nice little palm tree prints. And they're not on the shimmers, just on the mattes, and I think that's kind of cute as well. So I'm excited to use this. Now, when Tammi did this, she just put it on this part of the eye and kind of slightly into the crease. Mr. put it here and on the inner part. I think I'm just going to stick to the outer part and see how that looks. Actually, I'm going to go and do one eye off camera and then I'm going to come back. My daughter bought me this cup. Isn't it great? They did one for Incredible Dad and she got it for Alec. And then well, they didn't do Incredible Mom. And then they brought this out and she just brought it home. And she was too excited, so she gave me it straight away. So cute. Okay, so that's one eye done. I love how this has come out. The glitter went a little higher. It's okay, we're not going to worry about that. But I do like it. I think it's really pretty. I loved how these colours, honestly, when you see it go on this eye, they're so pigmented, they blend beautifully. I didn't really get much fallout, just a tiny bit of the blue, but that's because I put too much on the brush. And the colours blend together beautifully, and what I love about it is, Missa used both the orange and the yellow on the eye, but I just put a little bit more of the True Love colour, and then when I put the yellow on, it created this orange line in between anyway, so there you go. Yeah, so it's kind of a bit more, I don't know, it's kind of a mix of the two. I did try to put some of that pink down. I love the pink in the palette and it's so pretty, but it doesn't really work on brushes. It's quite hard to get on and it didn't go on quite as vibrant as Tammi's did. I'm not really very sure why. I think I need to like look back at the video maybe and see what she did. But we're going to do this eye now. I love this and I have tried this new product that I got from MAC that you would have seen in my haul that I did with the chromated Get Ready With Me, and honestly that has pressed that so well. And I have a little bit of glitter on my finger from when I was applying it, but it's keeping the glitter on really nicely, and considering it's getting really hot right now in the UK, I'm really impressed with that. So this could actually be a huge winner for me for glitter, so I will keep you updated on that. So what I did first was I just took this Unicorn Cosmetics little eyeshadow brush and I used Nightfall, which is the dark blue. Loaded my brush up with that, and then I just pressed that into the outer corner. So I just pressed it on, pressing it, pressing it, pressing it. I've realised that I get so excited, I just want to see like the eye look completed. And I think sometimes I spend a little bit less time on a look than I should. So now I'm just trying to take that little bit more time when I'm creating an eye look and getting it right and getting the blend right. And I was looking through some of my old photographs and there's a look that I did that just ultimately now when I look at it I can see the messiness of it, and I think I'd like to recreate it again and just see whether I can do a better job, because I do feel like I am spending more time blending, more time like packing before I blend and getting a better colour payoff and a better blend as well. And I think that what I'd like to do is maybe revisit that look, and yeah, it's all about just, I don't know, it's practice, isn't it? Practice makes perfect. But I also just think that, I mean, Nikki Tutorials is an amazing artist and I'd love to be able to do makeup like her, but I can't. So I just a girl who loves makeup, who enjoys applying it, and I don't think we do. It's you know, she's an absolute artist. She's just gifted with this amazing talent, and I don't think we can all have that. And I accept that now. So I accept my talents for what they are and I just continue to work on them. So that is that colour. I mean, this colour is just so stunning. I've probably gone a bit further over with the blue on the side, but we'll just see. But yeah, I like how that particularly looks. So that's good. And then the next one we're going to put on, I'm just going to use this Real Techniques Bold Metal one, and I'm going to go with True Love, which is kind of a cerise shade, and then just pack that on to the edge here and blend it across. how pretty are those two together. I just love these two colours together. Even if I don't do this entire look again, I mean I will do it again, but I would still do these two colours together and play around with these two and doing a look with just these two as the star of the show. And I like the blend of them together as well. And what I did on the other eye was I put this on and blended it. I did notice that this one is a little patchy in places, but it's just about putting more product on. And then I just took the brush that had the blue on it, got a tiny bit more blue, and then blended that just to soften that edge and blend the two together. Next colour that I used was actually called Dawn, which is the mustardy yellow shade. And I'm just using this little Avon eye brush. It's just quite a nice small head on it, and it's quite flat, so it's quite nice to just pack in a bit of colour. Now immediately see there that when that yellow has touched that pink, we've got a beautiful orange. I love that. It is giving like real sunset vibes. And I'm just taking that all the way across the eye. But I'm not bringing it down the side, it's just going to stay on top. So that's those three colours on together. You can see where the yellow and the pink have met, you've got like quite a nice little line of orange through there, which just looks lovely. They blend together so nicely. And then the next thing that I took was Night Sky. And I'm just using this flat brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then I just pack that onto the lid with that. And this actually performed quite nicely with this brush. If you can see, it's quite vibrant, it's quite a nice colour. The shadows are like, they're squishy. I need to show you. Look at the dent in it. I've kind of pressed it down. So, they're unusual. So that's the blue. I really like how that looks. Same sort of brush. I'm trying to use the pink Moonlit, which is this white colour down here that's got like a pink reflect. Because she put this on her inner eye and it just looked so amazing. I was like, I really want to do that. But this just doesn't seem to like come off as well. I mean, it's, you can see it, but it's not super vibrant. But I decided to just kind of go with it and just have it kind of like just a light shade of pink. It looks really nice actually, and it blends in nice. This brush is not great for getting that product. I think I need to see what brush she used, because normally this is really great for cream shadows, but these are just quite unique. I did ultimately then take my finger with this shade and just press a little bit on, just to get a bit more pink, which you can definitely see when you press it on with your finger. I don't think those foils are super vibrant. But I'm putting glitter over the top anyway, but I do think that just packing them with your finger definitely does help. And they definitely are just a nice gentle shimmer, even if you don't end up like packing loads of it on. So that's basically it for the actual eye, apart from just going in and just making sure that, you know, these colours are blended through the crease and just, you know, kind of finished here. And now it's about the glitter. So basically I just took a little bit of this mix and medium from MAC, which is the eyeliner one, and I just put a tiny little dot on my finger. Even that tiny dot is just like a hint too much because it just spreads out so well, but you literally, that's the smallest amount I could manage to get out. And then I just pack that onto the lid, give it just a second, and then I picked up the silver glitter from the palette, which is in the corner there, and this one is Starlight. Pick that up on my finger, just press my finger very lightly into it and look how much you get, and then press that into that mix and medium while it's still a bit tacky. And then that one accidentally went a bit higher, so I'm just going to do the same on this eye so that at least they look a bit balanced. So you can see the finger I'm using to put it on, and then I'm using a clean finger to blend out the edges of it. Very sparkly. Bit more than I intended, but it's okay. We're good. We might ultimately end up using a little bit of highlighter on the inner eye corner just to get a little bit of brightness in there. I use the 70K eyeliner in Lust because Make Me Up Miss It used like a bright purple in the waterline, and I like how that looks. So we're just going to use this one. This is Lust. I think they still sell this one. That's such a vibrant colour. And then I'm just going to line the lash line up here, and I'm just going to use my favourite one at the minute, which is the B. This is the Duo liner, Defining Duo liner. I'm just going to use the thicker end because I just want a nice black line along the lash line. And this will draw on over glitter, so it's really good for that reason, because not all of them do like to go on top of glitter. There. See, now I like that. As soon as that goes on, I just see that definition and I just feel so much better about it. I'm just going to pop some mascara on. So that is basically the finished eye look. I really love how this has turned out. I think the glitter got a little bit out of hand. I think I just literally needed just gentle, like the tiniest touch, because honestly you get so much out of these pans. So I love it. I love how this is performed. Just packing and blending, and you can get some really nice payoff, and they do blend together beautifully. So what I want to do now is do underneath the eyes. So I'm just going to sweep off this powder. And what I like about that is I'm able to blend that outer part there just to make sure that the edges of the shadows look nice and blended. And there, no fallout. So then basically what I did was I took Nightfall and I just blended this from the corner across the eye, just stopping about 1 centimetre from the inner eye corner. Bringing it down slightly because, you know, I like a slightly blown out smoky under eye. And that blue just connects it to that outer corner, which is really nice. And then I took a slight little bit of True Love. I mean, this colour is just beautiful. And then I brought that to the inner part of the eye and just blended that into the blue. And you do get that beautiful blend. Just slightly stab myself in the eye. So I'm just going to use a highlighter, and it's going to be the highlighter I use on my face. So I'm using this palette. This one's from Lime Crime. This is the Mermaids palette. And I'm just going to use, I think, I don't know whether, I think I'll go for the purple shade. We'll see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's a decision. I like it. So that's really pretty. That kind of just picks up on that purple, that True Love shade. It sits really nicely on top of it and becomes a slightly lighter shade or brighter shade there. So I think that looks really pretty. So that's the eyes done. Yes, more glitter than I had intended, but there you go. That's life. That sometimes happens. I like glitter anyway, so. Right, we're going to take blush. I think I might just mix these two colours together for fun, but they're pretty. They are very pigmented, so I'll just try and pick up a little bit. I'm also nervous with blush because I don't want to go over the top. It's so difficult to dial it back. So I usually just end up spending quite a bit of time on blush and kind of just perfected it. Yeah, I think that's enough. I probably could put more on, but I quite like the way that looks. So that's the blush, and then for highlight I'm just going to go back into the Mermaids palette. The temptation is to go blue here, but since I've used purple on the inner eye, I guess, and it's in Seashell, which is what I've just used on the inner eye corner. I think these highlighters are so amazing. I love them. Ooh, blinding. That's so pretty. I really like it. And then I'm just going to take the central shade, which is called Regal. Regal? Is that Regal? Pearl. Pearl is the peach shade in the middle. And I'm just going to pop that onto the brow bone. a little bit on the centre of the nose, and because I like that, let's just add that to the lilac. It's pretty. Okay, that's that. Just going to pop on some lipstick now, and that is the completed look. So I'm putting on Viva Glam 1, which is my favourite MAC red lipstick. Stuff happened. That is the finished look. I really like how this has turned out. Yes, my glitter went a little bit wild there. This is the first time I've actually used the palette, and I've not swatched the palette, or I hadn't swatched the glitters, so I wasn't sure how much was going to come off, and you get a lot even from just touching it, so it's worth keeping that in mind because lots of it did come off there. But I love how that look has turned out. I think those colours are really pretty together, and yes, it's pretty much more Tammy's than Make Me Up Misses, so it's more of Tammy's original look, and yeah, I really like how it's turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you are thinking about getting this palette. It's really, really beautiful. I'm really pleased that I did. And I'll definitely be doing more looks with this coming up on my channel. Thank you very much for watching as always. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Take care of yourself and each other. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.